Welcome to your Energized Leader Accelerator program. In this module, we are talking about self-discovery. There's a part one, and there's also a part two. So as you can see, I'm showing the overview to you. We are talking about self-awareness, and we are using the Enneagram as well as a saboteur assessment for part of this self-discovery, as well as a welcome questionnaire. Then we dive into the CTFAR model, daily reflection exercise, as well as I'll spend a bit of time on what you can expect and in the resources. Sorry, I'm a bit too early. Before I dive in, everything changed for me once I started looking inwards to really discover who am I. This week is all about diving in to start discovering who you are. This week, you will bring along the following to our group call. Self-introduction with your dominant Enneagram type, introducing your top 3 saboteurs, goals and expectations for the program. Under resources, you will find a bonus video, introduction to the Enneagram. There's also a visualization exercise for you to follow along and envision the revitalized you, leaving behind all the stress and overwhelm. Now we are ready to go to self-awareness. Allow me to share my story first. I was the ripe age of 34 before I woke up. This is the only way I can describe it. It was like I was living without truly being conscious, alive, and aware of the impact that I am having on the relationships around me. That changed when I got into contact with emotional intelligence. One of the key principles is self-awareness. Although I might not have grasped the concept immediately, things slowly started to change for me. I was negative and playing the blame game. Everyone else was at fault. Then I spoke to someone who asked me to follow the butterflies. I must say, I was perplexed by this request. I came to the person for help, and the remedy was following butterflies? When I was living in Singapore, I never noticed butterflies in the regular course of my day, but I was curious, and so I decided to start looking for butterflies. Big was my surprise when I actually started seeing them around me. It changed my life. The principle was, what you focus on, you will attract. It changed my life. The Enneagram. I came across the Enneagram in leadership training that I was attending. Never have I ever received such an accurate reflection of who I am at my essence. Believe me if I say I was in denial of many aspects highlighted in my profile at first. It took some time, reflection, and being honest with myself before I could accept it all. I've included a bonus video under resources where I explain the Enneagram in more detail. It should take you 30 minutes maximum to complete the profile, and there are some instructions in your workbook to follow. Have fun. Please schedule a meeting with me so that we can debrief your Enneagram profile ahead of our group coaching session. You might also want to consider some of the takeaways from the outcome as part of your goal setting for the program. Now let's have a look at the saboteur assessment. Completing the profile will only take you 10 minutes or less. Main concepts to understand are the sage and the saboteurs. According to Shirzad Chamine, saboteurs are the internal enemies that generate negative emotions and limit your potential. They represent the voice of self-doubt and criticism, often rooted in past experiences and fears. Understanding and identifying these saboteurs is the first step towards overcoming their influence. You might start to see some correlation with the Enneagram dominant types. when you take a closer look. Dominant type 1, perfectionist and stickler. Judge, stickler and pleaser. Hyperachiever, victim. Hypervigilant, hyperrational, restless, controller, and avoider. I just listed the saboteurs for you. In contrast to the saboteurs, the sage represents your inner wisdom and positive mindset. The sage is characterized by qualities that foster resilience, creativity, and compassion. They are empathize, explore, innovate, navigate, and activate. Now let's move to the welcome questionnaire. The welcome questionnaire is curated so that you set up your goals for the rest of the program and deep dive into some more reflective questions about yourself. The Wheel of Life is a powerful tool that serves to provide a comprehensive overview of the various dimensions that contribute to your overall well-being. By examining each area, you can identify imbalances and areas that require greater attention. Here are the key areas commonly included in the Wheel of Life: career, finances, health, relationships, personal growth, fun and creation, physical environment, spirituality. Let's move on to the CTFAR model. This is the model that you will use for daily reflection. All aspects of our lives can be categorized into 5 components: circumstances, thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. Understanding how these elements interact is key to self-coaching and personal growth. Circumstances are neutral events outside our control. Thoughts are the interpretations we create, which lead to feelings, emotional responses in the body. Our feelings then drive our actions, and the results we see are evidence of our original thoughts. We will use this model throughout the program as part of our daily reflections to shift from the unintentional model to the intentional model. Subconscious to conscious. It might take you a while to figure it out, but once you have it, you will see the power that it can have. This approach helps you to take control of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, ultimately creating more positive results in your life. By asking better questions and focusing on what you want to achieve, you can direct your mind towards more constructive thinking. The power lies in recognizing and allowing emotions and then choosing thoughts that align with your desired outcome. In the daily reflection exercises for this week, you will be using the CTFAR model for self-coaching with your thought download as a starting point. Play around with it and follow the prompts. In the appendix, I've included frequently asked questions and answers on the model and how to use it, as well as a list of emotions. We will expand the list as we go along in the program, and we move to emotions. That's later in the program. I would like to wish you a lovely first part of your program. Enjoy, have fun, and let us know if you have any problems on the WhatsApp group, so that we can support each other. And yeah, that is the best way forward, supporting each other as we go along in this program towards the revitalized you. Thank you for listening.